Hello everybody and welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough where nothing is small. I've been building Antimony. Well, rebuilding it. Oh my god, let's get out of this loud car. Welcome back. I've been busy. Very busy. It's just one thing I've done so far. So we're gonna build this on stream, or on the recording here. We're gonna fire it up, all right? And I'll go through it after. But I went into hell mod, and I'm going for half a belt of yellow, or half a belt of antimony grade 4, and that's what we're doing. Yep. And a yellow belt would have been nuts, and I don't think we need a yellow belt right now, but I wanted to have a decent build of this because we're going to be building a lot of stuff going forward, you know, from here on in. So let's go over the messes I've been cleaning up, tying up loops and things so that we can, you know, properly run the base. Okay, are you ready? I got a bunch of things here. Hey, look at that. Okay, so I was building, and I had the base up to 300 megawatts or so. So this plus our geothermal water has been just awesome. Haven't had to look back, and I think that's one of the things I like about this version of pYanodons right now is that power shouldn't be a struggle. You know, and I had that problem in, I think there was a mod I was playing. I don't know if it was Nullius, where you were always struggling with power, and it's frustrating because, you know, I want power to be challenging, but I don't want it to be, you know, trivial where if it's working or not, you know. So the alternate energy is just freaking awesome. I love it. I want the complexity and I want the stuff, but I don't want it to be such a problem. You know, like I'm always having to mess with it. So here are the ash trains. The reason I use a deposit is so I can get all the belts on this thing from all these, because with under full load, you know, we need 2 out, 2 out, 2 out. So it's, you know, 10 belts going in, and then also I can get the maximum out of the case to the train, because the train is 6. So this is, it's all full now. Holy cow. Wait a minute. Oh, I capped it. I capped these. Okay. So now this train is filling up. So what this is a pass-through, and it prioritizes this train, but just by the fact that I'm passing through one train and going to, this is what's great about mini loaders. Now you could do this with inserters, but we have shit in inserters. Well, we don't have the tech and, you know, all that. So this passes through, and this train is now our glorious ash train that will deliver ash to the masses, you know, science and all this other stuff. So we're going to need this guy to be delivering wherever we need to go. Now, all the extra ash is in this train. Now, this is a point-to-point train. This is on the network, okay, the TSM network, and it has 20,000 ash in it. You know, go big or go home. And this one is just a point-to-point that goes to our, you know, our starter base here. And what it does is it dumps off here. And I just use this little guy for now. I mean, it doesn't matter. This is just unloading and leaving. And then I've got an ash separator here as a backup. This is a priority belt here. So this thing will just run and, you know, chew up the ash. I've got pie burners here to take care of the iron oxide and soot. I don't care about it right now. When we get to later technologies, our power won't be producing ash anymore. At least that's my assumption. So this is, screw it. Let's just get rid of this stuff, right? And then I have a load so I can burn off the coal dust. And this is, you know, just one steam generator, and these things burn that coal dust so quick. Coal dust becomes a thing later. You know, we can use it for briquettes and things like that, I think. Now, I had to reconfigure this. This belt is coming from the syngas and the oxygen furnace that is producing our antimony oxide. And I had to run the belt down here to here in order to prioritize it. I suppose I could have moved this here. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. Oh, I probably didn't see it. Yeah, I just did it. All right, reconfigured something. So this has to come in here because what happens is this is full. Or when this is full from a drop-off, the belt would back up from those two processes over there, the syngas and all that. And those produce quite a bit of ash. So, yeah. So this is for our science when it's up and running again. Because I'm just going to take the science and we're going to do the research via trains. We're going to use this base to get through the logistics science pack. As well as, you know, we're going to take the other one. The two we're making here, we're going to train to a central location. As well as the materials we're going to need for the third one. So, we'll work it out. So, this ash belt, as you know, goes all the way down to our trees that we started off with way back. And then it gets kind of chewed up here. I have a priority belt that prioritizes the trees from here, since this is going to be our little bit of ash eater here. Now, we need logs and wood big time. Now, I might have to beef this up. The more trains we put on the network, the more stuff's going to be burning up wood. So I might have to do something here. I might have to strip this out and do something with it. And the good thing is that the logs are now on the network. And there it is. So, let me see here. So let me go over this real quick here. Well, let's finish up the logs. So I went ahead and went crazy down here. And logs are on a network. There you go. Whenever you see this little stop with an S on it, you know that it's on the network. So we have 2,000 logs in there, and then I just let this on. I think I capped this out, yeah. No reason to run it, to fill it up all the way. So now, it's back to life. And why is that? Because I have this long rail going all the way down here to feed this. I didn't feel like switching the belts. It was quicker to run the rail than to switch the belts around. So I did that. We don't have DSP, where we can just, easily do that. Because we have all these curves and stuff. Our Disosphere program, I think it's Mass Delete, which I wish we had in Factorio. But we have bots. So this is maxed out. And this loader, it's 4 unload and 4 unload from the train and 4 output. And this is kind of like how I'm trying to get a yellow belt out of a train and out on the belts, So I have to do this mess, and I did this to a splitter, curve the splitter in, then output 2. It's not pretty. I probably should have went here, but the power pole's there. Whatever. Okay, so now I pulled I think it was an ash belt. I pulled that out. I have to have this backup system here for the rich clay that's coming out. I might try and capture that rich clay now. But I need it for I'm making it into stone, so I might as well leave it. This system I cleaned it up. I need this here. I forgot I gotta rip this stuff out here. So I'm just burning the iron oxide, screw it. Get rid of it. And, a little trace amount like that, they give you pie burners, use them. So this is my, the carbon dioxide generator. It only runs for carbon dioxide. Now, I could do a carbon dioxide build and supply the network with it. That'll be a future thing. But right now, this works and it's fine and, no worries. I reconfigured this. I was building up on sand, so I got the burners for that because I'm using this to make sand to get rid of the rich clay. Sand plus the rich clay equals bricks. Crushed bricks get stone. Stone, what I did is I finally got around to feeding the top one here, which is why it's empty. And I beefed it up with our level 2 moss modules here to speed up the stone processing. So that's kind of closing that loop. And unfortunately, you get a lot of sand out of here, and I'm not going to do a train to get rid of sand. we'll just burn it. Fine. Everything is, kind of... There's only so many loops I'm going to close on a system that's going to be antiquated anyway. Okay, so that's the logs. So we're back up in line on that, which is great. And like I said, we're going to need a lot of wood to keep our trains running there. Borax. Aha! It's on the network. This is a to-do for me. It's not important right now, but I got to work this and get it, more throughput, because we're going to need it later anyway. So I'm going to, right now, it's just got it on a train and got rid of that long belt that went all the way over here. Speaking of trains and borax, holy cow. Tin is already online. I think that was last couple episodes ago or whatever. Titanium, lead, raw or cleaned borax, and the aluminium is now on the network, ore-wise. So that's all cleaned up and nice and pretty. So that's good. And over here, I still have a coke belt I have running over here, but that's no big deal. So now we have it's kind of messy over here, but well, not really over here. There's the trains. They're waiting. Here's the stop. They're just waiting there, and it's just a keep the base running kind of thing. This is kind of cursed over here, but once this aluminium goes, then we can do a proper outpost and pull out of here. So obviously mining up aluminium, on the network, good to go. I cleaned up this mess. I got a miner there. I only need 3 belts of coal now because the power's gone. All that mess is gone. Oh dear, it is gone. Sad day. I would have liked to do it on the recording, but help. So sad day. So I ripped all these belts up and realigned them, made them pretty. So now it looks a lot better. And all this is cleaned up. All these belts are gone from the ash. I left this alone because there's no reason to fix it, So all that ash, all these ash belts are gone. Oh my god. It took a long time to pull this all out. It took a lot. And then I had all this coal in my inventory, just massive amounts of coal. So now we're just down to 1 belt, which is going all the way down here, all the way over here, all the way over here, just for coke. For this. Coke for graphite. Now, I could have pulled the coke over here from our base, but sometimes it backs up and we don't have shale oil. So I wanted to have a dedicated coke to raw coal thing here. So that's fine. It's going to sit there and be happy. All right. Okay, now the latex and rubber, I tied that up finally. All this mess is gone. That was temporary. So I got a latex train here pulling from over there. And that is a point-to-point train. And all it does is sit over here where our rubber is. And when it empties out, it goes back and gets more latex. We squeeze the rocks, get the latex out. And the rubber train is on the network. And we're gonna need that for our hub 2.0, which is coming up. I'll show you what I got on that. So I guess I'm looking at another project I did. I'm testing out secondary crushers once again with this build. This is where the extra coal went when I ripped up those belts. Look at this. It's 2,000, almost 3,000 coal I had in a belt. So I'm feeding that into this one here. And so this is an experiment on the secondary crushers. Now, when these run full tilt, it's a megawatt. Now, we're getting a massive amount of power out of this as it is. 118. So a small percentage of that power for this is gonna, give us better power. We're a positive on power. Raw coal, it's 3 raw coal, 369 kilojoules. And then we get the 3 different coal. Well, it's a random 30% chance to get a coal dust out of it. But we get coal and then the coarse coal or whatever. And it equals to be a little more megajoule output. But I don't know if that's helping us or if this is just a waste of resource, you know, of power. Because I don't know if this is net neutral. It's hard to tell, you know, because that extra power we're getting to run this, is that equating to, is it a little bit more positive for running this? And I got 2 here because one wasn't cutting it when we did the old steam power, which is completely gone now. Completely gone, as you know. And this is our... Oh, I gotta get rid of this. Holy cow. Oh, I was using this to burn something. Yeah, the coal dust. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. That's gonna go bye-bye. All right, cool. Got something to do there. So that's the secondary crusher. Oh, yeah, and then the salt mines... I reconfigured everything over here because now we're going to be using salt, which is why I was laughing, because salt is becoming a thing now for our next wave of building. So I got the coal coming in here. It's on the network. I've got kerosene coming in here. It's on the network. As we know, that is feeding our oxygen furnace, the coal is. And then I'm just burning off the ash. I'm not going to deal with it. And then we've got the fueling over here. I moved it over this side. I had, you know, the unloader for the fuel over here and the coal, and it was a big mess. So now I've got molten salt, so we can spin up more power. We're never going to have to worry about power ever again because of this molten salt and the coal. Pick a patch and set up a power plant. That's basically it. That's how easy power is now. And I appreciate that because I don't want to be fooling around with power. So now I've got salt on a train. And it carries 1,050 stack. So that's done. And now for the fish rebuild, which is why I was laughing, because this thing's a freaking nightmare. I'm burning up brains now. Oh my gosh, this thing's been running and running and running. There you go. 15,000. Ooh, an fish oil train with 25 on it. There we go. It's on the network and everything too. Okay, so let's go through this. Now, we've done the fish before. You know, it was a small build so we can get trains up and running. And that fish oil tank is running out on me, so I had to get on this. So I'm bringing the tin ore in, crushing it, and then taking the second, I think it's grade 2, crushing it again. We're getting stone. So the stone goes on this side of the belt, filtering it out, going up here to the saline producer here. Water in, stone in, saline water out. So we're closing that loop. Good deal. Then we got our phytoplankton, is it? Yeah, phytoplankton. That's being produced here with our tin and our water in. So that feeds our fishies so they can make the eggs. So the other aspect of this is, which is why I had to beef up salt and get that up and running, is because we have a new recipe. Salt to saline. Holy cow. Water, salt, saline water. Boom. Now, this pump is set to shut off at 10,000. So when this is, or 3,000, I think, yeah. So 3,000, this kicks on because we want to prioritize this to get rid of that stone. Now, since we don't have an answer for the fish wastewater, I got a little, sinkhole there for that. I've got a project here that I'm going to be working on. I'll show you that in a minute. It's not important right now. So we have the fish eggs. I got 2 of them. And the priority belt here. I'm sorry, it's dark, but you can see it though. Priority belt gives us eggs. Eggs come out and feed all these. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Now, the fish pop out and this underground here. We've got the lamp and the biomass because we need biomass to feed the fish. So basically, we're feeding the fish to itself. Okay. So when the priority belt kicks on, then we get the rendering, the slaughterhouse. And these brains are from the Vrauks. I'm just getting rid of them because they're going to start building up when I start to ramp up a little more here. So slaughterhouse, fish oil. Now, oh, you know what? I got I think we'll be okay here. Yeah, because the only thing we're doing here is fish oil. We're not worried about anything else. So once the fish oil, if we run fish oil, then this process will kick on again. I don't think I need to vent it. So like I said, right now I'm just getting rid of biomaterial we've had lying around. So I had to put 2 pumps in here because it was equalizing between a pipe and mechanics. Factorio mechanics, and that's just how it worked out, you know, where the train was. So we got compost plants, 2 of them. They are slow. Why is this? Oh, why are you not working? Oh, you know what? It's a trickle right now because we're not under load. So you can see we're at, you know, very minimal, 23 megawatts, and the steam engines are, eventually it's going to work. Like, look, it's puffing. So yeah, the biomass stopped. It's moving. I just saw it, I think I just saw it move. Well, maybe not. I think it was the belts. So under load, this thing will cook this biomass like no tomorrow, as we saw. So I hacked in another one because this wasn't fast enough, so I got 2. And eventually what's going to happen, I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to go with 1. So we have a priority belt going towards our fish because we need to recycle our fish biomass over anything. So eventually it probably will have to make the biomass still, but I'm going to leave this in here. So this is going to be my biomass dump off area where it's going to, you know, kind of get rid of anything extra that we have lying around. And I'm thinking about putting it some radars to load it and keep it separate from the network. So this whole thing, this power pole will come out right here. This power pole will come out and we'll have radars on this. Just like we are the ash burner there. Gotta do what you gotta do. So what else? Oh, and then the project here is that if the flowers, so I'm taking from the flowers over here the oxygen, and the hydrogen is for the flowers, right? Oxygen's for the fish. So I'm using this electrolyzer here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an 80% check valve and then a control and a pump on the circuit network. So we have 2 conditions we have to consider here. If the flowers are depleted from the belt, we're going to sense this belt. Once the belt drops to a certain point, like 4 or 0, let's say 0, we're going to have a combinator that triggers a signal, you know, green or red or something, or, you know, whatever. And that'll kick the pump on to vent oxygen on the other side where the fish are. So I have a red wire going over that way because we don't want our oxygen to stop the hydrogen from running. Now we have 32,000 in hydrogen. It's so much hydrogen, it's ridiculous. I put this tank in here. I didn't have it in here before. So the condition is, oh, flowers are running, vent oxygen. The other side of the coin is, oh, we're running fish, vent hydrogen. So we got to have that condition as well. And then we have to have an override if both of these are full. I do believe we need an override. I'll have to check. You'll have to test it. So if this is depleted here, like let's say we're depleting, I think it would be somewhere, I think one of these sides here, because we're going to be consuming fish over here on this side when we run this. So that means we got to vent the hydrogen. So I'm thinking that I'll have to vent, I'll have to look at this belt right here. So now the other condition is when both belts are full with fish and flowers, we don't want to vent anything. So we have to have a negative override, a negative signal or a positive signal, because you want to use negative and positive numbers to start things and stop things. That's how LTN works. So, but yeah, the fish is up and running though, and I'm going to work on those pumps there. Okay. The last project that I'm working on, the project I'm working on right now, if I can find it, here it is. LTN! There it is. So I have a little test yard here. I got to pass around here. Yeah, the trains are... I stopped them because there's audible notifications that you can turn off. And I haven't done that yet, but while I was watching it, it was beeping and stuff. You know, all that. So I turned it off because that was bugging me. So, turns out that a lot of LTN tutorials out there are not using the LTN combinator. That is a mod for LTN. Normally, what you're doing is you're using a regular combinator. So as you can see, that's an LTN combinator. What the LTN combinator does, which I have here, what the tutorials are doing is they're using a combinator, click on the combinator, click on the output signals, go to signals, and you have all the LTN signals here. All these. And you set these up, this combinator up, to be an LTN combinator, to have the LTN signals. This one has a GUI. You can, it's really nice. You can turn it on and off from here, just like a combinator. You can set it up for requester or depot by just clicking a button. Boom, boom, boom. And it changes the GUI. This is the slickest. For LTN, this is really slick. All the signals are here, as opposed to having to go into in a combinator under signals. Oh, we don't have the signals there. So instead of having to go in here and setting these up manually, you can go in here and just set everything that you would want to ever set within this GUI. It's awesome. This is a slick little mod. I love this. So what you want to do, you click here, and then you set up your stuff, you know, like whatever you're doing. Now, I still have to learn. I'm having issues with it, but as it stands, I got it to work. So I'm like really happy about this. So don't mind the rail. It's kind of off here. I was trying my best to fix it. So once I get these bump outs here resolved and get a design, then it's basically punch, punch, punch. Now, the problem is, though, let me get rid of this thing here. Here it is. So I have to fit an assembler here like this. So it's going to have to be a little bit wider. Another, you know, the train's going to move another 2 tiles, which is great. Perfect. So we'll have a little room, you know, to play around with. But I'm going to play around with some designs. And I have to have this spacing in mind here. Because, you know, we need a inserter spacing and a case. Case inserter case. Or no, inserter case inserter for input and outputs, you know. And what's nice is that we have room between stations here, so we could do like some secondary processing if we need to, or we can, you know, deliver multiple items and have them unloaded, and we could do something here to send to another process that might need something here. We'll work it out. So it's going to be, you know, single-headed trains, which makes it, I think, a lot more easier to manage with the yards being here. Now the pickoff, the LTN coupling, we're gonna have a TSM coupling to this because I want this to be an LTM test bed as well as a hub 2.0. And what's gonna happen is TSM is gonna bring stuff to us, and then I'm gonna learn this LTN process, and then going forward we're gonna use LTM for deliveries between things within our base. So I don't want to commit to LTN yet and have it fail on me, and because I'm, you know, learning it and stuff. So, but yeah, basically this is the LTN yard. Let's see, there we go. I got just a regular constant combinator for to designate yards. So this is the LTN depot, I mean. So all you need is one combinator for that. You don't need an LTN combinator. And I don't know what the, where are those things at? Is there a cost difference between these? It's a simple circuit and a constant combinator. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's cheaper to use a constant combinator for yards. But you want to use these for your provider and requester stations. So, yeah, I got it working. I just got to work out, you know, I got to learn a little better. So that is awesome. Okay, so 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. All right, let's get this thing together. We'll fire this baby up. Oh my god, this thing is enormous. And then we'll go over it. So hopefully I can get this done in another 15 minutes. All right, here we are. I'm out at the site, and I decided just to put the drills down, and I'm just doing this inserter to inserter thing. I don't like doing this, but I don't want, you know, all these canisters tied up in cases to shuffle them back and forth. So I just got the little fuel canister on the ground, and it works. That's all I care about. Ooh, what's this? Is this a pie port with 50 bots? Yes, it is. Ha ha ha. So you know what that means. Nanobots are obsolete. Kinda. We're still gonna use them though. Look at them go! I figured this would be a good time to kind of start this up. Let's get this out of here. I'm gonna leave this trash train in here. I gotta get rid of this here. Let's get rid of this stuff here. We'll redo the power poles. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna run this across here because the little Dig-o-sauruses won't have power. Where is power at? Oh, way over there. Okay. All right, power's done. Ooh. Oh, they're charging up. You got a little bit of... Oh, we got a bunch of garbage here we can get rid of here. Oh, wait. What is this? That's antimony ore. Oh. Yeah, the antimony ore is misleading. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it was just extra stuff. Okay, good. Now, let's punch this baby down. So, I have rail down here that I can access. So, I figure I'll bring stuff in. Well, this is going to move over here probably, and then I'll curve into that. The fuel will stay there as well. And so, I was going to maybe build it. If I can build it straight up and down, that'd be great. But this thing is just freaking ridiculous. Look at the size of this thing. Holy cripes. Alright, so I have it. Yeah, that's the input. Oop, I'm stuck on something. So I could go that way and then have the train come up from here. You know. So let's see what we got here. I want to line it up to this at least. I wish this map view wasn't so touchy. So maybe right about there, I guess. Okay, and this is the garbage out. So I could just belt that over here. I'm not worried about it. I just want to get it up and running, and then, you know, we'll be rebuilding this stuff because we get higher tech later. So let's get our little bots on this thing. And, oh, let's bring this down here first. There we go. I won't flow it yet. And we got to bring power down. I'm using mechanicals, but... Oh, here it is. I'm using the mechanicals. But we have to power up the machines. And what better way than right down the center. There we go. All right. So now these things are awesome. Oh, my God. These pipe boards are awesome. Let's see here. I can never find them, though. Oh, here we go. Did I grab... Oh, I didn't grab the other one. Charging. Oh, did I leave it up there? Oh, I did. My nanobots got a little crazy there. I had them on. Okay, let's get the pipe port down here. There it is. So, one thing I noticed about this thing is they like to hover around it. And I've got these charging stations here. So I'm hoping that they just go to these. Because they're not, and then, and then this is the construction zone extender. And this needs power. And it goes pretty far, as you can see. But we'll have to reposition it as we go here. So we'll go there. And then I'll temporarily hook power up to this so we can just get this up and running here. Okay, there we go. We'll put our PyBots in there. They're going to go get the trees, but they can't put them anywhere because I need this. And then we just go like that. All right, well, that was interesting. I don't understand why these bots, I mean, they're dumb. They're meant to be dumb. Recharging station. Okay. So, all this thing does is recharge it just for recharging the bots. It has a 2x2 supply and construction, so it's not meant to do anything but charge. It can charge 4 bots at a time. But the stupid bots keep going to this construction zone thing here to charge. And I don't know if they were trying to get into it because they're trying to charge, you know, before. Well, look at the electricity. Why is this thing going to take so long to charge? Yeah. So, look at this thing. Why is it taking so long? 50 kilowatts, that's it, you know. And then you've got the Pi Roboports, which are, zone extender. Oh, here it is, yeah. And this thing is only 1 bot at 180 kilowatts at a time. Look how slow that is. I don't understand why that's so damn slow. It should be a lot faster. I mean, it's just kind of like, why are you making me wait for what, you know? So the bots are going here, not here. And then they go here. You know, I don't understand why they choose the crappy one, you know. Oh, here's my stone return right here. So let's go ahead and connect this. I can go right on through here, actually. Oh. So let's go, or garbage. This is the garbage collector. That's got to go up here. So we'll handle that in a minute. Well, let's just take care of it now. I want to get it up and out of the way here. Okay, so I ran out of material. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use this other one that's for 6. Well, let me just get this set up here. That way I can get fast loading. That's it. Yeah, I gotta get one of those. I gotta get steel. What a pain in the ass. I was just up at the factory, or the little hub, and I wasn't thinking wasn't thinking about that. Okay, let's get power on this baby. There we go. Do a U shape on it. All right, let's fire this baby up, and we'll go through it as I go. A lot of inputs and a lot of outputs. I wasn't planning. I should have went out this side, but I'm okay with it being down here. The kickouts for the iron oxide and all that. All right, let's see how... Oh, I'm going to need more inserters on here. Most likely. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to deal with fast inserters. Yeah. Yeah, I'll change that. I just want to make sure everything is working. And I'll do the tweaks later. So, these 3 screeners... Oh, I should put this up here. So, there's the drills. We need 11. I put 12 in. We need 6 automated screeners to get the antimony ore into the grade 2 and 1. And then it kicks out iron oxide and stone. That's what these are doing. And then we've got 6 crushers, jaw crushers, to take the grade 1 and make grade 2. And then that is a combined belt from here all the way down. So that's what these are outputting on the same belt out here. So I U-shape it in and combine it here. All the garbage gets kicked out. And the only thing that the grade 1 is doing is going into here and making grade 2 and stone. So now we got our automated screeners going and taking all of the grade 2 and crushing it or screening it into not only the grade 4, but the grade 3. Grade 3 is kicked out here as soon as it gets down here. So it's kicked out on the side and combined with the gravel output. Gravel is sorted out this way, and the grade 4 or 3 is sorted out this way, as you can see. Oh, there we go. Do I have any more of those? Yeah, okay, good. And then, so the grade 2 is coming here. Yep. And getting screened again, screened. And now we have our grade 4 antimony here. And this is this is the end of this, so we only needed 2 of those. So what is holding this up? Definitely an input. It's an import issue more than anything else. That one's doing okay. Oh yeah, they're having an export issue there. So we'll go copy those there. Turn those on. Yeah, it's a lot. Holy cow. Paste. I can extend that out. Oh, that one's not doing too bad. Yeah, it's these that are having the issues here. Paste. It's an easy fix, you know. That's why I don't worry about the details. As far as that's concerned, that's not too bad. I can live with that. Putting a couple more inserters in, you know. Oh, and I got this crap here. Why? Oh, okay. You're good. Get rid of that. Got some ore I can get rid of. Oh. Okay. This can go in here. I think I got rid of all the garbage now. Yeah, that I had from the other process. Alright, there we go. And these are very rare runners here, but they do run. 3 and 3, you know. There we go, some bunch there. So we'll close that. So yeah, I'll add inserters where needed and get that going. Now what's going on with these here? So we have, yeah, an import issue here, which is these guys here. Okay, so I'll have to pull this back and get more. Or, well, let's just try this now. That should help considerably. And now it looks like it's export issues. So we'll go copy 1, 2. These are inputs. Oh, wait a minute. Is that right? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Those are doing fine. Oh, yeah. Copy, paste. Yeah, I'll have to reroute these undergrounds a little tighter, and then we'll be able to get more exporting there. This power pole's in the way currently. I'll work on that. And then... Oh, hello. Oh, there we go. Okay. And it's just as simple as upgrading to these here on some of this stuff here. Like this one right here can be that. Yep. And then these guys here can be upgraded easily as well. Wow, look at that. Holy cow, look at that beauty. Okay, how we doing? Ah, oh, it's backing up. Okay, there we go. Nice. So now we got antimony, a half yellow belt of antimony cranking along here. And then the train I'll pull from here and go straight up, and we'll grab it out. Okay, well, that should do it. I hope you enjoyed. I'm probably going to do some cuts and speed ups because I had to run around and... Oh, look at this. I had to run around and do all kinds of stuff, you know, to get this thing rolling. But I'll keep as much as possible in. And I'll get a case for this, and then the junk train will be back up and running. All right. So, yeah, I wanted to, you know, do a little project and keep I doing so much off screen to clean up and get things tied up. So I hope you don't mind the summary videos. And then we build something on screen. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'll be working on this thing here, and I'll showcase it. And then the next project, let's see, what other projects do I have? Oh, the antimony beef up is done. The bots, I got 50 bots, and oh yeah, I got 1, 2. The next thing, I'll showcase the hub 2.0. I want to get that done, and we'll start working on logistics science. Oh my gosh. All right, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe out there. Peace out.